beef burgundy pies, red wine, mushrooms, bit of onion. You want some, does that go into focus?
Yeah, gravy stack.
It's gravy beef. You need a little bit of onion, chopped up.
Yeah.
Chop the gravy beef into cubes. And we've heated up the pan, ready to go. We're going to add a bit of bone broth. And we're going to add a bit of beef stroganoff.
Stroganoff?
Stroganoff.
You're supposed to talk the whole way through it, or it's a bit boring.
Put a bit of garlic in as well, salt and pepper. Did I say mushrooms? We were lazy and bought pre-chopped mushrooms. Trim the fat off. Give that to the doggies. Everyone's a winner. There's one pack done. That's a lot of mushrooms.
You don't have to use them.
How many mushrooms have got? 500 grams.
You don't have to use them. Mason, you may randomly hear yourself yelling out in the background. That's you playing games.
Participating in life. Hence why we're having to make these videos to teach you some life lessons.
That'll put them all on your YouTube channel for you.
So when you're grown up and you moved out for the first time and you're sick of eating takeaway for the 10th time in a row and you're craving some of Dad's cooking, you could look up one of these videos.
You can share them with Coop too.
Probably need to sharpen these knives. There's a tip for you. Keep your knife sharp. Nothing more dangerous than a blunt knife. Except a red-headed woman with a knife. She's more dangerous than a blunt knife. I live with one of them. So a lot of these have got big fatty bits on them. So Cooper, if you're watching this, don't stress about the fat. Fat is flavour. But the trick is with it, you gotta slow cook it. You can't hot cook it, put it on a hot plate and let it cook too quickly, because then it gets really tough.
That's why it's called gravy stack.
So any of these kinds of cuts, like brisket and gravy steak and stuff like that, that's got a lot of fat through it, you can only slow cook it and simmer it in sauce. And we've only got one more to go now. That's quite a bit of meat. You can see how thick those are though. They're rippers. And this knife's getting more and more blunt as I go through it. I should have sharpened this before I started. Get yourself a sharpening block and keep your knives sharp. Oh, a little bit more. I end up taking a finger off here.
Oh, that would be exciting for the video, wouldn't it? Did you use this knife or not?
Yeah, just putting the pool salt in. That's all done. Wash your hands. Put a bit of oil in the pan. I might do the onion will take a little bit longer than the beef. You could probably do it all at the same time, but the mushrooms won't take very long to cook. So we'll chuck in the onions first.
Is that going to be big enough, that pot?
The fry pan. Yeah. Then we'll throw in a bit of garlic. Don't bother getting actual garlic, get the stuff that's already chopped. Heaps easier, isn't it? And doesn't make your hands stink. Don't go try kissing your girlfriend after you've been chopping up garlic.
Or chili.
Or chili. Don't go touching your dick after you've chopped up chili.
Or your eyes.
I can speak from experience.
Don't rub your eyes, I'd say.
Bird's eye chilies. Rightio, so we'll get out 1 spoon.
Wooden spoon.
You're only going to quickly brown that off. Mate, I'm thinking it's starting to soften now anyway, so we'll chuck the meat in, cook it at the same time.
Are you only going to brown off the meat?
Huh?
Are you only browning off the meat?
Yeah. So we're not going to, as I said before, we're not going to cook this all the way through because otherwise it'll get too tough. I'll show you what's happening. We only want to brown it off, which means it won't cook inside, and then we can slowly cook it inside. So while it's doing that, what we might do is find the salt and pepper, always seasoned. Good pepper, lots of pepper. Fair bit of salt. Careful, salt's not good for you. The doctor tells me anyway. You can see there, just starting to brown off. And what we can do at the same time is add the mushrooms. They're already pre-washed, so you can just chuck them straight in. They take next to no time to cook. So we'll go back over. Have a look at how it's all coming together. The meat's all browned off now. You can still see there's a little bit of, some of them are still to cook through. But you're not, as I say, you're not looking to cook it all, the pieces of meat all the way through. So then, on this one we're going to get the dial, we'll take it right back to minimum. we need to get some liquid in there, quick sticks, otherwise it will dry out, continue cooking. So, we haven't done this before, but I'm going to try this bone broth. Broth.
This is on prawn.
Ooh, do you smell that? It smells like
Broth?
beef. No, beef pho. You know the soup?
Oh,
Vietnamese
well, that's all
soup?
they use.
So that's that.
Need water in it too.
And then we're going to try these. So you can muck around a little bit, try different things. Just for a bit of flavour and to make a bit of gravy sauce.
You put red wine in it?
Not yet.
Just start with one. Because they get thick. See what it's like.
That's one packet of that. Then we're going to find a bit of red wine that I probably opened up week before last. Doesn't matter, cheaper the better.
That's not cheap though.
That wasn't cheap, but it wouldn't be nice now because I drank it, I started it 2 weeks ago. It's not too bad because it's got a cap. It's not like the old ones with the cork. They used to go off. But that was from a winery up near, what's Beechworth? Grown in the Victorian Alps. So we'll chuck all that in. Just a splash. Have a look. Starting to look pretty good. Stir that in. I think we might also add a bit of gravy mix just to thicken that sauce up.
We could probably put the second other gravy box in if it's not thick enough. But give it a minute. Let it simmer first. You're usually supposed to put water in with them too.
Yeah, okay. Oh, you know what? It'd be nice, a beer in it. Why don't I do that?
Yeah, you can.
Beer and red.
Mm.
Alright, I think I've got one here. Let me get rid of.
No, it's in, I'll put it in the other fridge.
Here, the flavour. This one's one I don't like anyway because one, it's no carb, and no carb means no flavour, and it's 3%. So it's too weak for you to have any fun with it. So that went in. Now we can probably throw a little bit of herbage. Not too much. Give it a stir. This will take a while to start simmering.
Don't forget the liquid more juice you need to make it really good.
If you weren't going to use one of those beef stroganoff packs, you just use Gravox powder, mix it with a bit of water, but you can see it's the same sort of stuff basically. It'd be a lot of corn flour and then some spices and other stuff. So if you want to do it cheaper, just get corn flour and add water to it. That'll thicken it up. That'll thicken any meal up. I'll leave that for a bit. Go to the magic drawer. You can never go wrong with a bit of basil. Well, the thing we go wrong with is the fact that there's nothing in it.
Oh, there's more.
So that was helpful.
Throw it out, because I've got to fill it up.
Right. See what else we can find in the magic drawer. Italian herbs, that sounds good. That's just a general mix of marjoram, basil, red bell pepper, rosemary, oregano, parsley, thyme. That sounds alright. Let's have a bit of a dunk of that. Actually, a bit more rosemary, straight rosemary would be nice in it. There you go, look.
Rosemary.
There's rosemary. Got rosemary.
Basil. Do you want rosemary?
I want basil. Not too much. That's good. Oh, there's beef stock cubes too are quite handy. If you want to give it a little bit more flavour. We might even throw one in. Keep that out, see how we go. I don't know. We always want to add in a little bit of sugar. Offset the salt. Balance the flavours a little bit. Now this pie mix isn't going to have much more in it than that. So I think what we can do now is, it needs a bit more liquid though, doesn't it?
Yeah, just use water. Remind me to check the puff pastry in the freezer because I can get some more when I drop it.
Still be raw. That's the way we want it.
And what's the
We
time?
don't want it too hot.
And then we'll tell you what time we'll check it again. 12:30.
Well, it's currently 12:30. Put the lid on because that keeps the moisture in there. And you just want to come back and check it. It's just building its heat back up because I've thrown the cold beer and water and stuff in there. It just needs to build its heat back up. And so on here you might be able to see, okay, minimum, that light will come on at some point. There we go. Just keep it on a minimum there. And just check, we'll come back and check. It should just be bubbling away lightly. You don't want it too hot because otherwise that steak's going to break your teeth. So we'll leave that simmer and then we're going to go and get the pastry out and the pie maker and we'll go from there. See you in a bit. I just forgot. Get yourself a bottle of this stuff, Worcestershire sauce. Really hard to say if you've had too many beers. Get yourself a bottle of this, it adds flavour to everything, but especially anything with beef in it. You put a bit of this in. Oh, it smells good. So I'm going to add a bit of a dribble. Don't overdo it. And then simmer away. Rightio, we're back. So we've been simmering it for
12:30 we put it on. So
5. It's been simmering for 5 hours. My helper here has added a little bit of traditional gravy, which is the powder, which you just add into that. If there's enough liquid in there, you just add it in. We really need to thicken it up, and then we're going to make the pies. So we've got a pie machine here. It's the pie machine. We'll heat that up. We just cut the bit for the bottom, fill it up, and then put the pastry lid on it and then close it. Look at the state of my hands. We've been chainsawing down fruit trees in the 5 hours that was simmering. And we're about to have about 6 beers. And then we've got this puff pastry that we're going to take out. And I've got a little cutter. This thing that came with the pie maker, which is ace. So that's the base part. So if you push that down like that, that makes the base. Then you flip it over on the other bit of pastry and you do that bit, and that'll cut out the pie top for you. So super easy. And then this is the mix here. It's been simmering for 5 hours. Look at that. And I've just been tasting as I go. I had to add a little bit of salt at one stage. Added a little bit more pepper, but you can see the meat there is really starting to break down. Look at that. Yum-o. But still needs to be a lot thicker. So I'll stir this in, let it heat up again, and then we'll add a little bit more thickener, and then we can get started on the pies. But in the meantime, I'm going to go and open up a beer, guzzle it, and then open up another one and guzzle it. Back in a second. Here's all the fruit trees we've cut today. There was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we chainsawed down. Garden's looking beautiful. Hard work. Rightio, we've got these out defrosting now. So they can come out frozen, and then you can just let them thaw in the pack like that, and then as they start to thaw out, you can prise these out, and you set these out like this until they get, and they will quickly start to thaw out until they get soft. And then what you're going to do is you're going to place this right in the corner like that. So we're going to do the base with this side of the pie. So you'll press down like that, and then you flip it over, and you're going to get that circle into the corners and push down. There's a fair bit of wastage on the side, but you can use that to top the pie if you like. And I think what we might make, Mum doesn't want them, but I'm thinking we might make some shepherd's pie versions. So I've got some mash left over from last night. I'm going to put a little bit of mash potato on the top, and then a little bit of cheese before I put the lid on there. So we'll make those as the shepherd's pie versions, and then the others won't have it for people that don't like mashed potato.
What's that part of the pie making?
That's gearing up for the pie making bit. Right, we're ready. So first bit, we're going to do the base of the pies. I'll just do that by 4. We get it right in the corner. Push down. I have cleaned my hands too. That's just some of the sap which is stuck there from the trees.
Sure.
Yes, they're clean. As clean as I can get them, you know. And then the size of these sheets, you just got to maximise. So this is the lid of the pie. Oh, I stuffed that one up. That's alright. I'll fix that. Make sure that doesn't happen again, Cutsy. Concentrate, concentrate. Oh, come on, Cutsy. Concentrate, concentrate. Let's concentrate. Right. So I get the canola wherever Nick has put that back. It's good having a wife help you out in the kitchen. She goes and puts stuff back as you're still using it.
You haven't used it since 12:30.
Right, we give that a spray. That's just canola oil. Right.
My arm's getting sore.
So these come with the little incisions already in there so that they can flex around the base of the pie mold. They'll go like that. Make sure they're covering everything. Just push them down with your fingers, you won't get burnt. Push them down into the edges like that, otherwise they'll be a bit distorted on the bottom. Oh, don't let it on your finger. You can hear they're cooking already. They'll be quick. You can hear the girls playing in the pool next door, attacking each other.
One's bossier than the other.
Oh, yeah, that looks pretty good. Now, we only need a spoonful. You just sort of make sure you got enough meat, mushrooms, the whole mix. I'll go like that. And make sure you've got a good couple of chunks of beef in each one. You don't want to rip anyone off. And a little bit more gravy. Oh, someone's going to like that one. That's a ripper. And we'll just go around and add a little bit more gravy on some of these. God, they're really getting stuck in each forever, aren't they? Right, so this one we're going to make into the shepherd's pie. So that's with a little bit of potato. So this was made last night, leftovers. We're just going to go like that. That'll, with the heat as the pie cooks, that will spread out a bit.
If Cooper's watching this, Brody, leftovers is reheats.
Reheats.
He calls them reheats. And Brody really likes reheats.
Well, Brody, if you like reheats, you can make pies out of just about any sort of reheat. I reckon you could even do spag, bowl, but any kind of roast meat, however it's cooked.
In
roast
actual
lamb,
fact,
curried lamb.
this is Cooper's pie maker. Sarah bought it for Cooper for Christmas one year.
I love it.
You gotta get the lids on that, that's probably enough.
It's good to have a helper, isn't it?
What
Who
was
tells you everything. Anyway, here comes the cheese. Any views about the cheese? Too much cheese, not enough cheese?
never enough cheese.
Right.
Good helping of cheese.
Right, then here come the lids.
Hurry up, I need to do a wee. Lid one.
This is the one I stuffed up, so I might have to tear a little bit on that. Mm. That one. And that one. And then, just so that we know that these are the little different ones, we can just cut a few strips. X.
X means I don't like it because it's got
X
mashed
means
potato.
don't give it to Nicole if she doesn't want to eat it.
Well, she doesn't want mashed potato.
Normally I'd put peas in mine, so that's a big no-no. So always, if I put peas in them, I actually get a pea and put it on the top and bake it into the pastry. That way you know exactly what's in it. And then what I like to do, only because it looks cool, is get some rosemary. Just makes it look like you went to a lot of effort when you really didn't. Like that. Right, we're going to close this down. And then light goes from red, or it stays red. And then when it thinks it's cooked enough, it'll change to green, but you can have a bit of a sneaky peek. And then see what happens in about 3 minutes. Come around this way. You ready for the big unveiling?
Yep, ready?
So that
the
probably
light's
took-
not green.
Yeah, but I've already opened the lid. So that was probably 4 minutes, I think.
Oh, look.
Look at that. Look at that.
This one may have had a bit too much gravy.
Maybe. Nothing wrong with too much gravy. Do you think anyone's ever complained about too much gravy? Put too much gravy on the pod, man. Right, I'll cut those just so I can. Right. And use tongs here, I just normally use my fingers. But look at that. What a pie. What a pie. These are man-sized pies, these ones. Now let's cut that. So we get in that pack of pastry, we've got 10 sheets in there, so that'll make 10 pies. And so the trick is you make enough to eat that night, and the rest you wrap up in foil. We can let that rest there for a while, and stick
me to
them in
turn
the
it off?
freezer. And the best way to reheat them is don't put them in the microwave, just set the oven to about 180 and put them in frozen like that. Actually probably a bit lower, about 160, because it lets it defrost. And then they come out and they're still crispy like they just came out of the pie machine. So I'm going to crack on. I've got another 4 to make in the next batch, and then I've only got 2 sheets after that. And we'll see how much pie mix we've got left over.
We do have another 6 sheets in the
We've got
freezer.
another 6 sheets, or I might just freeze that. We'll see how we go. All right, see you in a bit.
Oh, now it's recording.
Now it's recording. Yeah, now he wants it. That face is in that video, you dickhead.
So here's the ending. We've got
Zoom
these
in.
ones that are a little bit, come in. Molly's doing the camera work. These ones are a little bit more cooked, as you can see. These ones are probably less so. I prefer them like this than that. You can see the cross. That means we've got the shepherd's pie ones, so mashed potato and cheese in them, whereas these ones don't have any. So if you've got fussy family members like I do. But anyway, that's it. The pies. Easy done.